What's up, Heaven Made Gang? What's up, Creative Minds? It's your girl, Creative Mind of Bree. Back with another video. I'm just here to talk to y'all, give y'all some, just talk, give y'all something that I want to pour out. Just want to pour out into y'all. So, y'all know last Thursday, I was supposed to upload a video. But that video, unfortunately, was not able to be posted. I don't know what's been going on. First of all, my internet connection. Second off, I lost these after I got the internet connection working. Um, I was going to do a live, so I couldn't really do that without these, and I couldn't post. So now I'm just going to come on here. My brother was able to give me these. Shout out to JR 21 Stay Down. I appreciate that. But yeah, I haven't prepared anything, and sometimes I don't. I just let it flow. I know last Thursday that I did upload a video. Yeah, I really didn't want to post that video. I just wanted to leave it alone. I know God work on things, and you have to forgive people when you are after the situation. You leave the past in the past. Once you forgive them, sometimes it'll come up, but you don't want to dwell in it because that's only going to mess you up too at the end. It's only going to cause certain feelings to flare up. So you're just not going to forget about it, but you just want to know that something's wrong with that person. That person has went through something in their life they didn't get over, which still doesn't make it right for them to do the things that they do to other people and the victims that they have lined up to do things to or planning certain things for too. They don't still have that right to do that. So some people some people ask me, am I over it, or how do you get over it? I'm kind of over it, and that's only because God. Some people can say they do certain things on by themselves or whatever, but I'm speaking on my behalf. I did it with God. It's a lot of stuff that I was going through, depression for about 2 years, and now I'm finally starting to get out of it. Sometimes you have to make yourself. Sometimes you have to be the one who talk to yourself and be like, get up. You can't be doing this. Look yourself in the mirror and be like, you better than this. Don't let nobody make you feel bad. But sometimes it's not even what the person did. It's about wasting time for me. I waste my time and energy and like slowed up a whole bunch of things I wanted to do, accomplishments and stuff like that. Sometimes when I'm in a relationship, I try to tell my used to tell my partner to this in certain relationships without the narcissist drama or I don't know how you say narcissistic ways. I don't know if that's how you say it, but something like that. It's nothing with that type of stuff, but when I'm trying to build myself up and the other person is not, sometimes I have to remove myself because I'm a type of person that whatever I'm around, I guess that's what everybody, whatever you're around, that's what you become. That's kind of like a human being anyway. So I try to let my partner know that's where I'm trying to go. And that's not, if they're trying to still do the same thing, just waste their life. And then something like P said, he was saying that one of your legs will be longer. One, like if you are in a marriage, if one person is growing, the other one is still going to be short. So it's going to be the body is going to be limping, and you and that person is kind of like in your own world. I mean, you have a world, you have something with God by yourself, but then you have one with him together, and then other worlds and marriages. That's kind of how he put it. And you have to, plant yours. You have to be able to grow in yours and do certain things, talk and have agreement. It's some people that don't have agreements. So that's one reason that I had to growing spiritually, and the other person doesn't want to. Is kind of going to hinder your growth sometimes because you only have a say so to God if you don't grow. Some people say that for them it's easier to be in a relationship and the other person is not doing right, or they doing all their stuff and they still can be in peace and stuff like that. Good for them. But me personally, I haven't got there yet. So I have to be on a level where I let God change me. And how I do that on trying to get to the next level of getting out of a abusive relationship or a narcissist relationship, or a toxic relationship period, with anyone, let alone be marriage or anything. First you want to start to pray, start to talk to God and let him know, like, God, I need your help. Yes, he know that you need his help, but he also, like I always say, he gives us a choice. God give us a choice to ask him. So it's up to you to ask him. He still want to hear it, just like any human being. Your mother probably know that you are going through certain things with a best friend, but sometimes she's probably not going to step in, put her 2 cents in, and try to make things better unless you ask her. Just with a father, and God's the same way. Sometimes, by God's grace and mercy, if he know you don't know how to say the right things, just let him know, like, God, I don't know what to say. Just come into my life. Just tell him that. Just come into my life and make things better. Little by little, you're gonna see yourself having strength. That's the first thing I did. I asked God to give me strength, first off. And I also started listening to messages on YouTube, different messages, and I learned a lot from people that will pray against your marriage, pray against you, pray against your husband and your kids and stuff like that, and cause confusion in the household. And I also learned that even close people that you're close to, friends, family, will also do that as well. And people sometimes that you're in a relationship with, like I said, they're going through something. So you have to be able to forgive, because God is going to forgive you, like he said, if you're serious about turning away or letting him help you turn away from those things. And he will take another step to help you do that, but you also have to put in the work. So what I did to get over those things, I put God first. I prayed to him, asking him for strength, because it felt like I was drained. It felt like my spirit was drained. It felt like my light was dim. It felt like I was in a dark place again, where I was getting back depressed, because that's one of the main things before I started seriously on my walk with God. I had depression, like bad depression, things always in my mind, like just flowing, and it seemed like I couldn't stop it. So one thing that helped me with that, like, I have peace now, and that's the scriptures with scripture of God's word. So me repeating God's word and believing and meditating on his word. Meditation for me is to meditate on God's word and believe what he's saying. I mean, it gives me peace anyway, because God's word is living. So once you say it and you keep speaking it, it seems like it's alive and it's on you. That spirit is on you. But if you start speaking fear and negative things, like, oh, this person is going to kill me if I leave, or this person is going to hurt my family, or just always live in fear, that spirit of fear is going to cover you like a coat. But if you're speaking God's word, God's spirit will, cover you like a coat. His words and everything will come alive in your life, just like if you speak negativity words. So that's one thing after forgiveness. So speaking to God every day, praying, also forgiving, because that person probably went through something, but that doesn't mean you have to stay there to get abused or hurt or neglect or anything like that. But just forgive that person, because they probably went through the worst things that you don't know about, being abused, raped, or anything, and that's all they knew or seen their dad do to their mom. So they think that's how men show women love, because maybe they thinking or that's how they think that women show love um to men. So either way, women or men, if you're going through it, women do things too. So those three things first, and then I start to become more positive, have a positive mindset, because staying in a negative and toxic relationship, that's only going to like make your mind so negative. You start to have negative thoughts. You start to think negative because that you're around that person, especially if you're living in a household with them or see them every day, talking to them. You will start to talk like them. You start to walk like them. You start to be like them. Same thing with the, if you have your favorite book with an author and they're your mentor, just by reading that book, just by reading that person's life or how they are and how they do things and looking at them on YouTube, you start to become them, because that's who your mind is projecting. That's who they're looking at. That's who they're seeing and hearing. So you have to make sure that you are on a positive road. After that, you have to, read positive books. Get in the mirror and tell yourself that you're beautiful. You are strong. I am strong. I am beautiful. Look straight at yourself, telling you that until you believe it. Even if, like, if you do believe it, something that it may be something that you don't believe that your partner or friend told you, and you want to make sure that you say it enough, because sometimes you can fake like you love yourself but really don't love yourself by the actions. So you want to make sure by looking in the mirror, telling yourself, and also doing things for yourself. Start to get up and start by sitting on the front porch. Start by walking. Start by talking to somebody just a couple minutes, because when you're in a dark place and you're depressed, sometimes you just want to be under a rock. So even while you're under that rock, before you even start to go out for a few minutes or walk or stay on the porch, you could be here in your room and just praying, meditating, and make sure you're listening to positive messages, positive affirmations, how women went through it. Look on YouTube and see how other women like this video. These type of videos will help you also to know that you're not alone, so you can know that it's nothing wrong with you. Like that person tried to perceive it, but it was something wrong with that person that's trying to take your dignity and your spirit down, and your heart, break it or whatever, so you can feel the same way as them. So that spirit is not good, what they're trying to put on you. So you want to make sure every day you looking at videos that can give you advice on people who have been through it and overcame it. So these videos that I'm doing, it probably can help somebody. So the video I did before, it wasn't to bash anybody. It wasn't to make him look bad or make me look perfect. Like I say, I have stuff to work on, but I knew that coming into the relationship, I was already done with the old type of relationships. I wanted something different and better and positive, and because I was renewing my mind already. But there was certain areas that I still was attracting those type of people. So I really have to, put into my mind, and also, affirm daily who I am, because I may say I know who I am, but my actions may not speak for it, because of certain decisions that I make may not be healthy choices for me. Just like food, I know I'm not supposed to be eating no chocolate cake 2 pieces if I'm trying to lose weight, but I still want to try to get it. That's not the right choices if I'm trying to go a certain route. So you can't shortcut it and do certain things to make you have a healthy relationship and have healthy relationships, business, friends, and relationships. You have to do it the right way to get the exact results. So you may be fast with God, divine speed, but you still have to do it the right way. So with that being said, after you have listened to the positive, making yourself more positive and knowing what you want, write down the stuff that you don't want, write down the things that you do want, in friendships and relationships and businesses, business partners, stuff on like that. Um, Try to get everything that reminds you of that person and throw it away, burn it, whatever you do, just get it out, give it away. So you can work on, when you see a certain shirt, you might put it on and be like, start thinking about the stuff that they did to you, or the whole scenery might pop up again, what you arguing, or something that she hit you or he hit you or something like that. You don't want to trigger those emotions right away because you're trying to get better. But it's going to be a point where sometimes you don't have to, but to get rid of the person, the thoughts, if you're trying to put that person in the past, I mean, if y'all have kids, it may be harder for you because you have to let that other person see their kids. Now, if they're threatening you, or your kids saying that they're going to kill you or kill your kids, or you think that your life in danger, you can probably reach out to somebody. But for your help, for your sake, you don't want to be around that type of stuff if you're trying to get better, and especially if they're real toxic or negative and they're still doing it. You want to set a limit and a boundary for you, and let them know that you have boundaries and they don't need to cross those boundaries. They need to stay in their lane. When you have kids is what I'm speaking on. If you have kids and they're trying to come over and they're still trying to use that to come over and still be kind of negative and still manipulate and still trying to control in certain areas, if they're supposed to be giving something to the kid and they're trying to control you with it and trying to control your emotions with it, you have to set boundaries. I don't care if they were the one that wanted you to stay home so they can make the money, and now that they have to help you out, and the only way they do it is if you do what they say. No, they're still putting you in that spot. And once they start acting nice, don't fall for it. Don't put your trust in them, because you already know with narcissists, they have this, crazy way of manipulation and control and anger. They won't show that, because when they come and start being happy, they plotted something. They plotting against you to get your feelings. They trying to connect back. So once they start saying, let's just go to the movie, you can come with us. Let's just go here to the park, or let's just go here. Or they maybe seem like they trying to be nice and want their family back or whatever like that. But some of them, most of them, all they're going to do is turn it against you. You've seen that before. If you're in a certain situation where they acting nasty, they saying a whole bunch of cuss words at you, just dogging you out, saying a whole bunch of stuff. And you like, what the heck wrong with this person? And they start making you act out of character and stuff like that. And you like, nah, this is not healthy. That's not healthy at all. Then all of a sudden, a week later, they acting nice and act like nothing ever happened. So then you start acting like nothing ever happened. But once you start to do that, because narcissists, they don't like to talk. They don't like to say that they're wrong. They don't like to apologize. They don't like to talk about nothing. They don't like to express their feelings. So once you start to see that, and they're really trying to come back in, they're trying to grab your emotions. Oh, okay, he's been nice. Everything, put your guard down. So once you let it down, that's when they attack again. Now your emotions, especially with women. Women emotions are, they have more emotions. I don't care if you say that you dog men and you do this and you hurt them. Women have, well, narcissists too, because if you hurt their feelings, they'll even go like double the trouble to make sure they do revenge on you. If you like call them out or make them feel bad for what they're doing, or confront them, they will get mad. We're supposed to be talking about ways to get out, get yourself back up, how to build yourself back up. Start doing stuff is another thing. Find things that you like. If you like reading books, go to a book club. If you like music, go around people who love going to the studio or music class or poet. Find a class or a group with people who are interested in the same thing, and also like positive mindset, um, positive energy, a positive environment. Because there's some people that still have negative, um, you know, negative energy and still do certain things. So just make sure it's around people who love you at that time, and people that wants the same thing, and people who've been probably through the same thing, like I said, with videos or support groups, Facebook support groups, social media, whatever like that. These things will help you. You think that even if you don't have a family, the stuff that I'm saying, you can do it alone. People wonder how I like fall down. Like a lady asked me about this video. People wonder how I'll be falling down, because I have fell down a lot of times, but I got myself back up. It's not only with my own doing, like I said, it's God, but at the same time, I always make sure, not my own worst critic, but sometimes it's kind of like that. I just like tell myself like, you can't do this, or I be real with myself, bro. You gaining too much weight. You can't be eating all this, bro. You want to look a certain way. You want to weigh a certain way. You got to put in the work. You want this business, keep doing it. I don't care if you get mad. Like, I talk to myself like that. So, because I don't have nobody to do it for me. So, I got to do it for myself. And now I can do it to my kids as well. Hopefully they don't think I'm too hard on them. I don't probably think they will once they see the results in their life. I try not to be too hard, because I don't want to be controlling or, you know, doing too much that cause them to break down. But telling yourself the truth, dealing with it, I'm saying I have to tell myself the truth. I know that I have that. So if people say that, I know that. I know I did. That's not doing anything if people bring it up, because I know. And that's why sometimes people wonder why, like, dang, that's not doing nothing to her. We doing this to make her feel a certain way, but it's not working. You know why? Because you have to have tough skin, like a rhino. Rhino have tough skin. And when people say things to you, you already been through it. You already know that. You heard it so much, but you brung yourself up again. They try to bring you back down to another level of what you never experienced. Then you know, pass that. And then they come back and trying to bring you back down. And you know what? God is right there trying to tell you, like, this is for you. So you want to be at the top. You have to know what comes with it. You have to be prepared. So these things, even sometimes in a narcissist relationship, they can also, I'm not saying that can build you up and that's good, but sometimes it does. It helps you with other people in the work field who are narcissists, or teachers, or people that's around you. You can spot it out more faster, and you can see if you want to be around this person, or set boundaries for those people, because they will play mind games with you. They will try to brainwash you so you can, you know, do what they want you to do. So those things will help you build yourself back up. And also notice when they trying to, you know, play games. So yeah, that's about it, y'all. That's all I really got. That's all I can come up with right now. I didn't write nothing down. Maybe if I did write it down, I would have more for you, but that's mostly the most thing I can say. Try to eat better, try to exercise, try to, you know, get yourself right within, inside and out, spiritually and physically, because that's most times part of it. To build yourself back up is to get back in shape, do the things that you want to do, accomplish goals, go to events, get out the house, and try to save your money to do stuff with your kids, your family, or whatever. Save, invest, do stuff like that. Try to read more about it, read more, and also look at videos like this, because people out there that are really helping other people, and their videos and the stuff that I went through, the stuff that I learned. Also, sometimes I go look on YouTube at healthy marriages, so I can install that in my head on how it looks. If you never been around a healthy marriage, don't let people bum you up saying that you can't talk about it. Or I heard a female on social media saying that she don't want to listen to nobody who failed at their marriage. She don't want to listen to nobody who didn't achieve in their marriage, don't have that many years, 40, 50 years, 20 years. But you know what? It doesn't matter about that, because sometimes you can fail at it and achieve. Because sometimes you can fail at it and be better in your marriage. Sometimes it wasn't that person's fault, a person's fault in a marriage. Maybe it can be the other person. So you don't never want to just go on stereotype. Because I know some women who were abused. I know some women, like I said, who had a narcissist partner, or a man who had a abusive wife, a narcissist wife, a wife who just didn't care, or their spouse, they just didn't care. So you don't always want to go off that. Now, some people, they can tell you a lot what they went through, so you wouldn't do it. I know my mom went through some stuff on the street. My dad did too, and they told me stuff. Even my stepdad, they tell me certain things. Even my brother tell me certain things when I was younger, just about life, and they been through it. Even though if they fail at it, they still tell me so I won't fail. I failed at certain areas, but I still tell people my failure so they won't do it. So that's kind of helping people. That's kind of giving you the heads up, because how you gonna know you're gonna be the perfect wife? How do you know you're gonna be the perfect husband? Because that other spouse may not be it. Y'all might not connect like y'all probably think in 5 years. Even if y'all was best friends. I've seen people who was married for 40 years who people thought was healthy in the 20s and 30 years of it. But then they just wanted to be by themselves, or they just was living a lie. You never want to go off that. So go research. Like I said, I go and look at those certain things to see like how healthy marriages are. And I'm able to talk to people about sometimes of what a healthy marriage is. And for me, what I learned, I'll try to look at the Bible perspective of healthy marriages, saying that wives should submit to their husband. Now, they're not saying that you have dominion over your wife or you control them and stuff, because she still have her own opinion. But submission, like, no, baby, you shouldn't wear that. That's too much. And like, okay, baby, you just out for my own, you just saying it for my good, like, because you love me and because you don't want me to look like just a thought. This stuff is yours. God say this is my body is your body and your body is mine. So stuff like that, or saying, hey, babe, can you fix me, or when I come home, can you have me dinner? Like, yeah, I got it. I like the house clean and stuff. You doing that stuff and you submitting and stuff like that, but not getting mad when you have a opinion or an idea that you want to do and they just shut you up and saying, I don't want to listen, and I don't want to listen, or hush up, you can't say anything never, and you just have to be quiet, clean, cooking, do all this. No, that's not the same thing. That's like abuse. That's abuse. And I say try to meet somebody who your friend, your best friend, somebody like me. I'm not even gonna say who I'm looking for, because But right now, I'm not even worried about no relationship. I'm trying to do what I did before all of that other stuff happened. But right now, I'm really trying to focus on myself and God and my children. I'm not worried about no marriage at all. But if it does come, if God want that for me, then by all means, yeah. But like I said, I'm not even worried about that right now. I'm just worried about letting all this legal stuff. Deal with all this legal stuff, let it pass, and continue to work on myself. Like I said, work on my goals, my future, my children's goals and future, and them going to college and getting ready to be adults for their families. That's kind of where I'm going to. I did think I was going to have somebody to do that with, but unfortunately, it went the other way. But like I said, that doesn't make me a failure. That doesn't make me give up on love. That doesn't make me stop working on the things that I need to keep working on at all. But I'm still learning. Like I said, go look at certain things of healthy marriages, building your confidence. Look at that stuff and try to make yourself better. So I'm gonna have more videos. I'm glad y'all tuned in. I hope this was valuable. I didn't have key points and all of them just going, you know, neatly, and it had stuff probably everywhere. But I hope y'all get the point. I hope this really was informational. I hope this talk was real, because you know this is Real Talk Thursdays. Sorry I haven't uploaded last Thursday, but I have more videos. I'm going to try to do 3 videos a week at least. We're going to see how it goes. I want to be consistent and, you know, talk to you all, build with you all. Yes, I'm going here for this to be my job, but I'm not really worried about that, because before I even knew I could get money from it, I wanted to do videos and was making videos. So with that being said, this is something that I like to talk to people about, to help people to learn information also from other YouTubers, and you know, learn it, and especially if I experienced it, get some of their point of views, and also put my point of views on my platform, and I get to have a voice. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope y'all share it. If you find it informational, share it with somebody who's going through the same thing. Share it with somebody that you know is having problems in their life. They're trying to get back up. Share it with somebody who that you love and care about, and you know that they are facing depression or anything like that. Share this video with them, because it may save a life, help somebody. You never know, even if it's one person, even if it's a child, even if it's whoever needs it, teens or whatever. So I hope y'all like this video. Please thumb it up, make that thumb blue, and then subscribe and press the bell button beside subscribe, so you can get more notifications from me, from your girl Bree, when I go live or when I upload a new video. So I'll see you guys soon. This is your girl, Creative Mind of Bree. Thank you, Heaven Made Gang, Creative Mind. I see you on the next video.
In all our flaws, before the death of Jesus, before Moses' laws, before Adam met Eve, you knew about the cross. See, I was super lost. You paid a super cost.